Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Quintin. Quintin is a variant spelling of an old Roman family name, Quintinus, which is derivative of the Latin quintus meaning fifth. In ancient times, quintus would have been a name bestowed upon the fifth child in terms of birth order or a child born in the fifth month of the year. One early and notable name-bearer was Saint Quentin, a 3rd century Roman citizen who was martyred in Gaul, present-day Saint Quentin, Ain in northern France, for preaching Christianity to the pagans and converting a considerable amount of Gauls. His cult grew during the Middle Ages, which is how the name spread, but particularly in France where he made his largest impact, and so a sizable number of place names are so called in honor of St. Quentin. It was believed that after his beheading by Roman soldiers, St. Quentin's body was unceremoniously thrown onto a river bank. About 50 years later, a blind woman discovered the corpse and severed head apparently intact. She claimed to have been led to his gravesite through prayer. She took the body to a hillside for a proper burial, and her eyesight was, of course, miraculously restored. A basilica was erected at his tomb a few hundred years later. It was a common practice in medieval Europe for parents to name their babies after well-known saints as a protective measure. Times were pretty precarious back then, and people were generally superstitious. The Normans would later bring the name Quintin to England in the 11th century, but it has remained most popular in France and Belgium. Quintin is still a top 50 name in France. The spelling of Quintin is used mostly by Americans and Canadians. Personality of the boy named Quintin. The number 5 personality loves the excitement of life and can easily adapt to all situations. As natural adventurers, these personalities thrive on the new and unexpected and prefer to be in constant motion. It makes them feel alive. They'll stir up some action if there's not enough around, and as inherent risk takers, they enjoy pushing the envelope. Naturally rebellious, the 5 personality has no fear and never resists change. Traveling and new experiences feed their souls. 5s are very social and attract friends with ease. People love to be around the 5 fun-loving and exciting energy. This is also a lucky number in numerology, like the 3s, so fortune seems to shine on them, helped along by their own optimism and good nature. 5s have a quick wit, a cerebral mind, and are generally very persuasive. Popularity of the boy named Quintin. Quintin has been around on the U.S. male naming charts since 1956. It's never been one of the preferred spellings. Quintin and Quintin have those honors, but he's managed to maintain somewhat respectable usage for over 50 years nonetheless, except for a slight blip in the 1970s. It really comes down to spelling preference. Quintin is the typical French spelling, and it was they who popularized the name in the first place. Quintin is probably the closest to the name's original Latin form, and it was they who invented it. Some parents may be going after the KWIN sound rather than the KWEN sound with the Quintin spelling. The great thing about Quintin is that it's actually a number 5 in numerology. How perfect is that? Quick facts on Quintin. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 853. Pronunciation, KWINTIN. Simple meaning, 5th. Characteristics of Quintin. Progressive, sensual, easygoing, adaptable, intellectual, freedom-loving, adventurous. Cultural references to the baby name, Quintin. Famous people named Quintin. Quintin Lang, hockey player. Quintin Michael, football player. Quintin Hogg, British politician. Quintin Paredes, Filipino politician. Quintin Damps, football player. Quintin Daly, basketball player.